Hello, Dad here. It is Sunday, 22nd of March, 2020. It's a it's a beautiful quarantine day. A little bit drizzly outside, cloudy. There's a couple of just real quick things I wanted to share or to discuss. Well, the first thing is did a little bit of EFT stuff, which is what they call it, emotional freedom therapy or something like that, tapping, whatever. And I've never done anything like that. And it was very interesting. Um, I'd never have done anything like that before, and it was interesting in the things that it brought up. And one of the things that it brought up, because I'd been over the years, I've been very blessed. Okay, I want to make that clear. Barbara has been able to, for the most part, been able to do the things that she's wanted to do, whether that's staying home with the kids or traveling around the country, whatever she felt she needed to do. We've always been blessed, or she's been able to do that. And of course, we've had some hard times, but excuse me. But we have, for the most part, and we've eaten a lot of beans and rice over the years. So I don't. It hasn't been all tri-tip and gravy, but the one of the things that's been interesting is over the years, even though I've been very blessed and very fortunate, the I've always had just enough, even even when I wanted more. and and doing this EFT stuff that I was doing, something came up that I didn't realize had been kind of buried or repressed back from junior high school. And I was in a math class. I was pulling C's, definitely not the star of the class. But the instructor, the teacher, who had a lot of respect for, was concerned because the pace of the class was going to be accelerating rapidly, and he was worried that I would get too far behind, excuse me, and hurt my learning and my GPA and all that other nonsense. So he had asked if I would be willing to go to another class that wasn't as advanced. And I was devastated. I mean, I did it because I had a lot of respect for the teacher, and I thought, well, maybe he knows, but I really was. I was not traumatized, but I was hurt, deeply hurt, because of the way my young adolescent mind interpreted what was being done, and in my mind, and it had become like a program that I was okay, but I wasn't good enough for more. And I could do all right, but only just. Again, it doesn't have to be logical. It doesn't have to be a coherent thought. It's just the way my adolescent mind worked. And I went to this other class, and my grades were abysmal. It should have been. I should have been doing much better, but they weren't. My performance went way, way down. And unfortunately, the way that kind of manifested itself through my life, it was you can be successful, but not the top of your class. You can be successful, but not really successful. I mean, you can do well. Let me put it that way. You can do well, but not be successful. You can achieve, but not the highest achiever. And I thought that was a very interesting thing. I guess what I want to share from this is that all of us at some point have some sort of trauma or event that may negatively impact the way we live life or the way that we allow life to unfold. Because I really do believe in large measure, I mean, there's other circumstances too, but in large measure, we tend to allow into our life the things that manifest in our life. So I've been doing a lot of praying about that, and just recently, now that I'm 60, trying to fix that. And I would hope that you, whoever's listening to this, whether it's family or friends of the family or whatever, a couple of little people have decided to subscribe to this little Time with Dad channel, be gentle on yourself and be honest with yourself and think about the way life is unfolding. And some things we have no control over. Okay, I get that. But in large measure, we have a lot of control over what happens in our life. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing was kind of fun. We were having our little family scripture study today. And for those of you that are not LDS, this is from the book of Jacob in the Book of Mormon. Don't discount the source, because I'll read stuff in the Gita or in the Catholic Catechism, and if it's a nugget of truth, I'll enjoy it and I'll try to drink it in. Anyway, this is from Jacob chapter 6, and it's part of a verse, verse 5, Jacob 6:5. And I'm only going to read the part that really struck me when we were reading it as a family today. It says, and cleave unto God as he cleaveth unto you. And that really it impacted me today. And even though it's stuff I may have known, it's not something that at that moment, it just kind of, it's one of those little moments where it may be something you're aware of or have seen before, but it just really kind of, it enlightens you at the moment. And it struck me that, we're being asked to cleave unto God, and cleave, we discussed as a family, means to hold on to, not have anything in between. It's your one devotion, just like when a husband and wife, when they get married, are to cleave to one another. But God is already embracing us. He already loves us. Even when we have not embraced him. And that was just really, to me, it was very poignant. You know, the God of the universe, who knows us individually by name, by personality and temperament, he's already cleaving to us. He's embracing us. There's nothing between him and us. And we're just being asked to reciprocate. I mean, it moved me. It really did. And that got me thinking about some other things, but in the interest of time, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and enjoy life. Have fun, set goals, and be successful. Because I'm going to be. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye.